Okay, so our opening statement is country music is upbeat, positive, feel-good genre of music that goes well in your backyard, like having a barbecue, summertime, and road trips. It always focuses on the good times. It is uplifting. It has uplifting messages, and this is the type of music that uses a variety of instruments. With rap, the negative stereotype perpetuates through our society, and the people start to believe. That this is true. All the negative music that rap has, or all the negative lyrics that that rap has, can influence people in a negative way. Therefore, this makes society worse for not only crime, but also disrespect towards women. And this leads to people thinking that drugs are okay and are cool to do. Listening to, playing, reading, and creating music involves practically every part of the brain. Because of the brain has the capacity to change called neuroplasticity, music can affect some part of the brain's learning capacities, making negative sounding music hurt the brain. And positive music helps the brain. That's according to brainworldmagazine.com. A woman with Parkinson's disease, for example, who was not able to balance and had difficulty in walking, she was able to move her legs and with the ease with music playing. And this showed improved balance and found it hard to stop dancing. Therefore, it is a proven fact that the music you listen to can influence people's lives dramatically.
Country music used to be good. It used to tell stories. That has stopped with recent artists. If you look at the content in today's country songs, they're all about the same things. Trucks, beer, and girls. It's boring. All you need to be a good country artist is a twang, a half-decent voice, and to be kind of attractive. What I find interesting about country is that the lack of it on the Billboard charts. If you look at the Hot 100, which is how you rank music, even to play it on the radio, it encompasses all genres: rap, hip-hop, alternative rock, and country. Billboard charts are calculated by looking at radio airplay, so what you hear on the radio, streaming, and sales of songs. If you look at the top 100 today, the top 3 songs are currently rap songs. The first country song on the list sits at number 38. So country makes the top 40 just barely. Country music is basic. It's easy music to make, and it's mindless to listen to, and maybe that's the draw for people. Maybe you get to listen to guitar and twang and just not think about anything. With rap music, you get to think about the content and the story that it's telling.
Okay. Rap music is an honest expression of real stories, thoughts, and emotions, and it helps to shed light on various issues such as politics. Various issues such as politics, society, and the economy. Originating from Jamaica and eventually working its way to urban centers in the U.S., rap music was born out of a deep frustration toward the barriers of social justice separating young working-class African-American men from the rest of society. Rap music was born in a dark place and speaks true to that reality. So clearly one of the reasons rap is better than country is that of its candor. Unlike country music, rap is not afraid to tackle societal issues, big or small. It doesn't try to sell you, it doesn't try to convince you, sell you anything or convince you that the grass is greener anywhere else. According to an article written by Becky Blanchard, formerly of Stanford University, African American youth are the most likely, of all races living in the U.S., from where rap music originates, to be living in lower income communities, be unemployed, contract AIDS, and be victims of violence. Those on the country side of this debate are going to try to convince you that rap music is violent and misogynistic, and that it has the potential for detrimental effects on the youth of society. As I said before, rap music was born fighting against social, societal, economic, and political injustices. And I argue that although rap music does have some questionable lyrics, these lyrics are less of a dangerous influence on the youth culture and more of a message about the inequalities and violence already present in society, especially in lower income, working class African American communities. An example of this could be a young rapper talks about picking up a gun and robbing a liquor store to make money to feed his family. It is obvious that most of us understand the act of doing this is wrong, but the idea of picking up a gun and taking what you need to survive is an empowering state of mind. And lyrics that represent taking the power back is what rap is all about. The same can be said about a rapper that talks about how much money and clothes he has. The idea sends a message to the listener about empowering oneself and earning what you have.
Paige, you're timing this? They're at 5 minutes.
Oh, those are 2 minutes.
Okay, because I thought he broke into his first
No.
argument there.
No, not yet.
Dare make that
We go back to
okay.
Janelle
We had
for
opening
the 4
statements.
arguments, their side, they get 4 minutes now.
Okay.
Okay, let's keep on going.
Okay, so
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so country, first of all, country has a much wider range of audience. People from all ages enjoy country, from children to elders. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know many people above the age of 35 that enjoy rap. Country has been appealing to generations since the beginning. I know I can talk with grandparents, with anybody about these things, and they can relate to the country now. Since the genre hasn't changed a whole lot, it has kept to only the sound has kind of updated throughout time. And yeah, like I said, people from all ages can sit and enjoy country and talk about it, whereas in rap, that just isn't the case.
one of my points is country voices have a variety of sound to them. The genre consists of powerful and electrifying sounds, such as artists like Tim McGraw, Carrie Underwood, Eric Church, and Josh Turner. They sing clearly, and most words are understood. Lyrics are quite clean, and most of the music does not need to be censored, making it much easier for the songs to be played on the radio. The country music that we listen to has a powerful and uplifting impact on our audience. Because of this consistent positive lyrics, because of that. With rap, it seems like rappers' voices more or less sound the same, and a great deal of the genre is negative and aggressive sounding. And yeah, that's my point.
Country music also has a positive influence on life. Most songs in country talk about good times and enjoying life, such as "It's a Great Day to Be Alive" by Travis Tritt. It typically makes people happier when they listen to it. That is, of course, if they enjoy the sound of it. Rap music is more violent sounding, and it has been proven to make people who listen to it a little more violent. Of course, not everybody. All country music typically makes you think of as summer, which is arguably one of the most beloved seasons. According to Robert Predit at ABC News, rap has increasingly gone up in their references to drug use and sexual content as it has evolved, whereas country music has only updated their music style, but the content is more or less the same positive vibes that it has always portrayed.
And our last point is the sheer popularity of rap music makes it nearly impossible for it to not influence today's culture and today's youth on all ages and even the generations to come. It even impacts the way kids speak to others on a daily basis. They use hip-hop and gangsta lingo, which is very unprofessional, and it's just foolish way of speaking in terms of the real world. If these youth start talking like this from a young age, it'll be hard for them to change. A lot of the language used in rap is also extremely disrespectful and are not things that young teens should be saying. It also influences youth in trying to partake in the drug use, since the rap genre is considered cool. According to Brian Pryack, over 19.5 thousand rap songs reference hard drugs such as cocaine or any other drug for that matter. And teens who regularly listen to this music have been more likely to experiment with the drugs.
Do you want to go first?
Back to you guys.
A huge thing that we found when looking into the differences between rap artists and country artists is that country artists don't write their own songs. This is true for quite a few genres, yes, but if you look at an artist like Hobson, on all of his albums he is the sole writer on the majority of his songs. In albums he released after signing record deals, he occasionally has a second writer credited, but that's on 3 or 4 tracks out of a 16-track album. Even somebody like Post Malone, who is kind of up and coming, becoming popular, he does have co-writers on his songs, but he's still credited on lead writer of every one of the songs on his latest album, Stoney. If you turn now to look at country music and look at an artist like Jason Aldean, on his They Don't Know album, he has writing credits on 0 of his songs, absolutely none. In fact, there are 41 different writers credited to that album. It takes 41 people to write 15 songs about beers, trucks, and girls. Country is unoriginal and weak. In keeping in the theme of country music being unoriginal, not only the lyrical content seems to be a constant theme throughout the genre, but the chord progressions, notes, rhythms, and all of that are very similar. In an interview on theboot.com, Martina McBride, who's a country artist herself, said that the country music industry is changing. She herself used to write big impact songs. She wrote a song called Concrete Angel, which is about child abuse. Great stuff. And she says that country is now turning into bro country, which populates the country stations now, which is, again, trucks, beer, and girls. I think this clip here will prove my point better than anything that I can say.
Can you get this up on the, is it possible to get this up on the projector?
So, might be a little hectic to listen to, but it sounded fairly consistent throughout. That was 6 different songs playing at the same time by 6 different artists. That was a matchup that came out about 2 years ago. Country, it's a formula.
Yeah, so basically that clip is has 6 different soundtracks going at once, and it's all it's hard to sort of explain, but basically it's the exact same song in 6 different tracks. So okay, so social injustices aside, the idea that rap is better than country can be demonstrated in many ways, including the clip that we just showed. Including also a quick examination of lyrics. The lyrics written in rap music are often harsh and are more often than not, rap music talks about the financial achievements of its artists. Boasting in this way is due to 2 things: the culture surrounding the music being mainly dominated by young black men looking for an outlet to rise above social injustice, and record labels demanding a gangsta image to sell rap to young people. Again, according to an article written by Becky Blanchard. So one of my points is rap is clever. Rap is all about the lyrics. It's poetry. It's telling a story. It's trying to be as clever as it can be. This forces rap to constantly evolve, whereas country music is stagnant and has remained the same for some time now. The biggest change to country was in the last 10 or so years, where country has essentially evolved into a form of pop and lacks any creativity music-wise. So in the 1980s and 1990s, country music was much better. The artists actually wrote most of their own songs and told stories relatable to the working class rural communities. In the past 10 or so years, though, country has evolved into what she was talking about called bro country. And I think that essentially older country music fans, it's essentially evolved into something that they can't even recognize. And it just religiously feeds you all of the same lines and ideas such as cold beer, good time, pretty girl, America, blue jeans, and so on and so forth. Rap is completely unlike this, although some would argue that rap has declined in quality. It is nothing compared to the staggering faceplant that country has taken.
Okay, time's up. So those are the points. Now you guys both get a minute to prep for the open debate. Feel free to make a really annoying noise when the time's up.
Okay.
Yeah. So they really know.
Really? Okay.
Or whatever, just make any noise.
Start shouting things. That's the
Yeah, like the will. Oh, please. Just do like a beat.
Oh, okay. Really? You're backtracking?
I'm backtracking.
Just a beat. Just a beat.
Alien.
Why do you think my colors blue?
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
I've never seen regret
I thought so, but like I didn't want to really be using the same point.
Yeah, like what he was saying, anybody from kids to grandparents.
I wouldn't say that variety sounds at all.
It's so nice because all my family knows experientially.
I'm sure more people can listen to it. This is true. That doesn't mean it's a better form of music just because more people listen to it, and more people actually listen to rap. So I think people appreciate truth over bullshit any day.
Okay, time's up. Here we go.
Does that mean that we start
This
Yep.
is open debate, so it's open for anybody.
So rap is the single most biggest promoter of drug use in popular culture today's culture, and that's according to Medium.com. Rap lyrics may discuss violence and any part of exciting and dangerous lifestyle, but some songs condemn violence.
I don't think that's any different than country music basically promoting alcoholism.
Every
Yeah, but
song.
you know what? Alcohol's actually illegal, and
It doesn't mean it's no less of a drug.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
alcohol
and
is still a
I'm
drug.
not saying that, but I'm saying that research done at Western Connecticut State University found that those who listen to music with violent lyrics, such as discriminating against women, talking about drug
You
use.
talk about discriminating against women. Have you listened to country music? Slide
Okay.
your prettiest little self on over. Take a ride by Jason Aldean. Get your hot little self over here. That's my kind of night. Luke Bryan.
Okay, well,
Get that
well,
little
okay,
sugar
well,
shaker over here.
yeah.
Get your shine on.
But then
Florida
there's-
Georgia.
yeah,
Then there's
but then,
also-
and you know what? And I'm not saying that country. I'm saying for the most part, there are some country songs, just like any genre,
The
that's gonna
majority
have.
of country
No,
songs.
it's not actually. The majority. Can you tell me that the majority of rap songs don't talk about drug use? Okay, so
Not the majority
Yeah.
don't, I would say.
yeah, okay. What about for example, "Pussy Money Weed" by Lil Wayne? Like, what is that promoting and telling the young generation? And you know
okay,
that
what about
music.
a song like 1-800 by Logic? That is a suicide. That is a song about preventing
Yeah, what about-
suicide.
what about
Okay.
songs
Take
by-
your
Well, what about
like-
"Humble
like
and
songs
Kind" by Tim McGraw? Humble and kind, always stay humble and kind.
Yeah,
Hold
that's
the door
like that's
when.
classic.
Yeah.
Thing, though. That's
No,
it is though.
no.
It's
No.
it's
Like,
you're-
I think we can both agree though that they're, like, as you guys even pointed out, that back with older country, which is part of country, they have stories and they have great messages in their songs.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
may-
older country.
And I would almost go as far to say that both genres have kind of gone down as it's gone.
yeah, sure.
As the
all
culture
music's
has
kinda gotten
evolved, yeah.
worse, definitely.
And all
but
I'm trying to say is rap consists of
I just
glamorizing
think
drugs
that
and
I just
selling
appreciate
drugs.
rap because it's truthful in its message. It doesn't try and like hide what society and reality is about. Country music it's all happy, good times. It's not reality though. It's
But there's
it's
nothing
like,
bad about
it's trying
talking
to
about
sell
positive
you
things.
something.
Yeah,
Nothing
no.
bad
It's
about
mindless.
No,
talking
there's
if
about
nothing
you,
bad
if you
about
want to
it, but it
listen
is
to
sort of-
music and drink beer, then country's great. If you want to think about what you're listening to,
Yeah.
Okay,
Rap
but what
is
about the
like
song
it's
by
music for
what
smart
about the
people.
song by Kendrick Lamar? Projects torn up, gang signs thrown up, cocaine laced with marijuana. If I told you I killed an
Yeah, those are
N-word
real-
at
those are
16,
real
would you
depictions of
believe
things that-
me?
of societal
We adopt
problems,
a
social
crime,
problems.
pick up a van, 3 guns at a time with a sliding door. F you shooting for, you ain't waking up. Like, what is that telling this generation? What is this telling today's youth? You know, crime rates have went up. Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't want
but
to
it's
think about
real
those
things
either.
that happen.
Yeah, these are social.
real
Yeah, but I
things
mean,
that
why
At
they
least they're
happen.
bringing them to light.
Yeah,
instead
and
of, like,
same with country.
mindlessly numbing
What
you
is
with
country bringing
with
to
country
light?
just over and over
Bringing
the
to
same
light that
things.
it's okay to be, it's a great day to be alive by Travis Tritt. It's a great day to be
What
alive.
about
And
songs
neither
like-
drug
What
and
What about songs by
neither drug-
Tupac? Keep your head up. Dear Mama, those songs are
Dude.
classics.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that there aren't, but I'm saying that there are some songs in rap, like, and I, you know, like that are glamorizing drug use. And in today's society, they actually have studies to show that.
Country glamorizes alcoholism. Alcohol is it's a
Yeah,
kind of drug.
I would-
Yeah, but they're
say-
not glamorizing to be an alcoholic. They're just talking about to have a drink
About
on a Friday
alcoholics
night.
singing songs about
Yeah,
it.
but what is rap talking about? Doing drugs that are illegal
They
and
don't-
that are
they're- I
killing
would
people?
say that they're talking more or less about selling drugs, and like I said, it goes back to my point from earlier about lower class social depravity, like breaking through the barriers, and like once you have a criminal record, that's it. You're a career criminal now. You're not gonna be able to get a job. So 90% of these people that are in that situation in these lower class communities who have committed a crime, that's it. That's what they're talking about in these old rap songs. They're talking about like breaking out of that and trying to like rise above through selling drugs or robbing a store or whatever.
Yeah,
Right?
and
But it's like you gotta feed your family.
yeah, no, and
right? That's real. That's why rap is better.
I'd like to bring up the point of the clip that you played where it did sound like it was the same song throughout, but it was 5, correct?
6, yeah.
6, okay. I recently just listened to a G-Eazy album, which is a known rapper, and I listened to 5 songs. They had 5 of the exact same beats. I then listened to a Kendrick song, had the exact same beat.
Can you pull that
It
up
was
for
the
us?
exact same beat. You know what, no, I can't pull that up.
But
But-
at least, you know, rap might be talking about some not so great things, but it's real life experiences and they write them themselves. You guys
and
brought
how
up
are you saying country isn't real life experiences as well?
They're written by other people though, so how do you know
Not
they're
every
a
song
complete
is written
fiction?
by
you
different
brought
people
up
and
you brought
same
up
with
Tim
rap.
McGraw.
Yeah.
His 1999 album, some old country, some good country. I'm looking at the writing credits on Wikipedia right now. He has writing credits on 0 songs.
But you know,
How is he
Wikipedia is
telling-
not a reliable
So
source to
literally,
go
How
off
is
of.
he
you know what that's
telling-
saying? That's saying a record company is selling.
Okay, the open debate is over. 1 minute prep for your closing statements. Great work, you guys.
I almost hope they just keep going at it.
Can we have like a 30-second thing for
Yeah,
like
can we get
a
on
minute
that?
for every debate?
That'd be fun.
Why is this doing
You have to like separate to whatever side you're gonna agree with.
Look at it.
Actually not that bad. Okay. Open, or your closing statements start now. Please go
You
ahead
guys
when you're
first.
ready.
That's us first.
Is it us first?
If you guys started. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, country is a great genre of music because of the way that it overall will make you feel in the long run. Most rap songs discriminate against women and can negatively influence people's lifestyle, especially today's younger generation, since it is such a popular form of music. Encouraging to sell drugs and use drugs. Country also uses a lot of imagery which literally makes you feel like you're experiencing what the artist is portraying, and uses a variety of instruments which makes the genre so diverse in itself, whereas rap consists of mainly bass and just drum beats. Music is more than just a taste. It's something people use to define themselves. So why define yourself with negatively and blasphemy far too often associated with rap, when you can align yourself with the positive, upbeat, and down-to-earth qualities found in country?
And also I want to close it off with like, between the most popular rap songs between 1979 and 1984, only 11% contained drug references. By the late 1980s, that increased to 19%, and by 1993, increased to 69%. And I think that, and it's also proven that in today's day and age, in most record deals, only accept rap artists if they have explicit lyrics, and most rap can influence people's, affect them negatively, and affect people the way they perceive things and what they think is cool to do in society. So I think that country is the best genre.
In closing, country music is formulaic, basic, and tells stories of simple times, of an idealistic day where you hang out with your friends and drink beer with pretty girls. It's not true. Rap music makes you think. And you want to talk about how rap music objectifies women. What about country? You want to talk about the influence on youth. How about objectifying women in your big lifted truck while drinking beer every day? How is that a good influence on today's youth? Drug use is prevalent in rap songs, sure, but that's because it's real life issues, and that's what rap music tackles. Country's afraid to take on anything big. They want to make it big on pop stations, and be able to play their music to big stadiums. Rap music is real. Country music is fake.
Yeah, so for my closing statement, I just want to, I guess, say that you mentioned something about immersing yourself in the lyrics of country music, and I don't think that that's any different from rap. I think that you can do that with any type of music, so I think that's kind of a moot point. I think that the positivity that you see in country, especially like just with its lyrics and what it talks about, it's just like, it just seems to me that it's, especially with the whole religious aspect, it just seems like it's just trying to like feed the same, how do I put this? It's feeding the same ideals, the simple ideals, back into your brain over and over again. So it's basically the same thing as like keeping your mind narrow. And it seems to me that it's sort of a form of mind control, and you can see it like with other things in society. I won't go off on a tangent, but anyways, but yeah, that's just my opinion of country. It seems very basic, and yeah.
Great debate, you guys.